Hello. Have you ever reached for a mug in the morning and noticed your arm trembles just slightly more than it used to? Or perhaps you feel more strain than usual when opening a jar or lifting a grocery bag? If so, it's not just your imagination. It's not just aging. It may be the first sign of something far more serious and far more preventable. Did you know that after the age of 50, your arms can lose up to 1% of muscle mass every year? That's not just a number, it's a wake-up call. The condition behind this slow erosion is called sarcopenia, and it affects more than 45% of people over age 65 in the United States, according to the National Institutes of Health. Unlike visible wounds or warning pains, sarcopenia begins silently. It steals your strength in the background, day after day, until one day, the tasks that once came naturally feel like uphill battles. Why do your arms feel weaker than before? Why do your sleeves fit differently now, not tighter, but looser, hanging where muscle used to be? For many, these are the early fingerprints of sarcopenia, targeting the upper body, especially the arms, shoulders, and hands. In the U.S., studies by Harvard Health have shown that adults who remain physically active but ignore dietary support still lose significant upper body strength past 60. That means no matter how often you walk or stretch, if your arms aren't being properly fueled, the muscle loss will continue. What's more concerning? Muscle loss in the arms isn't just about aesthetics. It's about independence. When you struggle to lift, reach, or support your own weight, daily living becomes dependent living. And that's something no one over 60 wants to surrender. Why is this happening? Why do arm muscles shrink even when you're eating well and staying active? The answer lies deeper, in both your biology and your plate. After age 50, the body's ability to synthesize protein, a crucial building block of muscle, declines. Combine that with a slowing metabolism, reduced nerve signaling to muscles, and an increased resistance to anabolic muscle-building stimuli, and you have a perfect storm for gradual arm atrophy. And here's the shocker. The foods you eat may be sabotaging your arms without you knowing it. Refined sugars, excess sodium, low-quality fats, and even some popular fruits have been shown to spike inflammation and weaken the very muscles you're trying to preserve. According to Mayo Clinic research, diets lacking specific amino acids and anti-inflammatory nutrients correlate with faster muscle degradation in the upper limbs of older adults. But here's the good news. Muscle loss in the arms isn't inevitable. Not only can it be slowed, it can be reversed, even after 70. Groundbreaking research from Tufts University found that older adults who modified their diet to include just 3 key nutrients regained up to 10% of lost upper body muscle mass in 8 weeks, without any new gym routines. And these were adults in their 70s and 80s. In this comprehensive guide, we will dive deep into the hidden causes of arm muscle loss, reveal the essential nutrients your body is begging for, correct daily habits that silently accelerate decline, and offer practical, safe strategies, including specific foods and exercise routines to restore strength to your arms and protect your independence. Because let's be clear, losing arm strength isn't just about muscles. It's about maintaining the ability to hug your grandkids, lift your suitcase for a trip, or hold yourself steady when getting out of the bathtub. So stay with me. The journey ahead could quite literally reshape the way you feel in your body. And it starts with understanding the root cause and embracing the food that just might save your strength. You may have heard the old saying, you are what you eat. But when it comes to aging arms, a more accurate statement would be, your strength depends on what your muscles absorb. For seniors, battling age-related muscle loss, especially in the arms and shoulders, certain nutrients can act like fuel for recovery, rebuilding what time has tried to take away. Let's begin with the cornerstone of muscular health, protein. But not just any protein. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and repair muscle. This is called anabolic resistance. And it means you may need more high-quality protein than you did in your 40s to maintain the same amount of strength. According to the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, older adults should aim for 1.2 to 1, 5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, more than the standard dietary guideline. That means if you weigh 150 pounds, you should consume at least 80 to 100 grams of protein each day. But here's the catch. Not all protein sources are equal when it comes to arm muscle support. Leucine, an essential amino acid found in foods like Greek yogurt, eggs, and lean poultry, plays a unique role. It directly triggers a process called muscle protein synthesis, the very action your body needs to build and repair muscle tissue in the arms. Studies from McMaster University have found that older adults who consumed leucine-rich meals twice daily gained more upper body muscle than those who didn't. Even with similar calorie intake, vitamin D is another critical player. Though most known for bone health, vitamin D receptors exist in muscle tissue too. Low levels of this nutrient are linked with weaker grip strength, reduced arm mobility, and increased risk of falls. Seniors often experience declining vitamin D levels due to less sun exposure and decreased skin synthesis. That's why fortified dairy, fatty fish like salmon, or supplementation can be key. The NIH recommends 800 to 1,000 IU daily for adults over 70, and many experts push that higher in the winter months. But strong arms are not built on protein and vitamin D alone. You also need magnesium, which helps with muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Magnesium is especially important for arm strength because your arms rely on rapid, coordinated movements. Without it, even holding a coffee mug or opening a cabinet can cause tremors or fatigue.
Foods like spinach, almonds, and pumpkin seeds are excellent sources.
And then there's omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like mackerel and sardines. These not only reduce inflammation that can slow muscle recovery, but also improve muscle cell responsiveness to protein. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults taking omega-3 supplements gained more upper body strength over 6 months than a control group with the same diet. Finally, let us not forget creatine, a naturally occurring compound in the body that fuels short bursts of muscular energy. While most popular in fitness circles, creatine is being increasingly studied in seniors. Research from the University of Oklahoma showed that older adults taking just 5 grams of creatine daily experienced significant gains in arm strength and endurance, even without intense weightlifting. That means everyday tasks like lifting groceries or hugging your grandchildren can feel easier again. To recap, the key nutrients that fight arm muscle loss include high-quality protein, especially rich in leucine, vitamin D for muscle function and balance, magnesium for nerve muscle coordination, omega-3 fatty acids for inflammation control and muscle recovery, creatine for energy and performance in the upper limbs. But nutrients only work when they're absorbed. Seniors with digestive issues, like low stomach acid or slowed metabolism, may not fully extract these nutrients from food. That's why pairing your meals with gut-friendly additions, like probiotic-rich yogurt or fiber from leafy greens, can make a big difference. In the next section, we'll uncover the hidden habits that may be sabotaging your arm strength every single day. Even if you think you're living healthily, from the way you sleep to the medications you take, small things can quietly accelerate the shrinkage of your upper body muscle mass. But now you're equipped with the first line of defense, nutrients that truly matter. You may be eating well. You may even be taking your vitamins. But what if the real reason your arms are growing weaker isn't on your plate but in your routine? Many seniors unknowingly engage in daily habits that speed up muscle loss in the arms. These patterns, repeated over months or years, can quietly erode your upper body strength, even if you're doing everything else right. Let's start with a big one, inactivity of the upper body. While many older adults walk regularly, which is excellent for the heart and legs, most daily routines neglect the arms, shoulders, and chest. Think about it. How often do you lift something above shoulder level? When was the last time you pushed, pulled, or carried something with both hands? According to data from the CDC, adults over 65 spend over 9 hours a day sedentary, and much of this time involves little to no arm movement, watching TV, reading, or even using a smartphone or tablet. Without resistance or movement, your arm muscles receive no stimulus to maintain their strength. Muscles follow the use it or lose it principle, and the arms are especially quick to shrink without regular engagement. Another hidden culprit, relying too heavily on one side of the body. It's common, especially after injury or arthritis, to favor one arm. You might use your right hand for everything because the left shoulder feels stiff. Over time, this imbalance leads to muscle asymmetry, where one arm weakens faster than the other. That imbalance affects your posture, increases fall risk, and makes tasks like dressing, lifting, or pushing a door open more difficult. Let's talk about poor sleep posture. Sleeping with your arm under your body, or in a curled position for hours, restricts blood flow and compresses nerves. Over time, this can contribute to nerve entrapment, tingling, or even muscle atrophy in the forearms and hands. If you wake with numb fingers or tight shoulders, your sleep position may be doing quiet damage. Now consider the impact of common medications. Several drugs routinely prescribed to seniors, including statins for cholesterol, corticosteroids for inflammation, and certain blood pressure medications have been linked to muscle wasting as a side effect. While these medications can be life-saving, they may contribute to weakness in the arms over time if not balanced with proper nutrition and activity. Always discuss side effects with your doctor, especially if you notice your strength declining. One more critical habit to mention: chronic stress. You might not connect stress with arm strength, but when the body is under long-term psychological stress, it produces high levels of cortisol, a hormone that breaks down muscle tissue. Seniors dealing with financial worry, caregiver responsibilities, or isolation may unknowingly be accelerating their own muscle loss, particularly in the upper body. What can you do? 1. Start incorporating upper body movement daily, even just lifting light objects overhead or doing gentle resistance band pulls. 2. Alternate arms intentionally during routine tasks to avoid dominance. 3. Check your sleep. Ergonomics, side sleeping with a pillow between arms is safer than curling up with pressure on one shoulder. 4. Review all medications with your physician and ask about alternatives or supplementation to protect muscle. 5. Embrace stress relief practices such as slow breathing, chair yoga, or even light gardening. Anything that lowers cortisol can help preserve muscle. Remember, these are not major overhauls. They are small adjustments with major impact, especially for seniors who want to continue living independently and confidently. In the next section, we'll explore specific foods that actively rebuild arm muscle, including how to use them, when to eat them, and what to avoid mixing them with. And the 6th food on the list? It may already be in your pantry, but you're probably not using it right. If your arm muscles are shrinking, food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. And just like any prescription, it only works if taken correctly. In this section, we'll uncover specific foods, scientifically proven to rebuild upper body strength in seniors. We'll explain how they work, when to eat them, and what to watch out for. Let's begin with a surprise hero, Greek yogurt. Not only is it rich in high-quality protein, about 20 grams per 6-ounce serving, but it also contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles gradually. This makes Greek yogurt ideal before bed. When your body naturally goes through long periods of fasting, eating it as a nighttime snack gives your arms the nutrients they need to rebuild tissue during sleep, 1 spoon at a time. Next, meet the omega-3 powerhouses, salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These fatty fish aren't just good for the heart. They fight inflammation in muscle tissue and enhance protein sensitivity in aging muscle cells. That means when you do eat protein, your body is more likely to use it to build back strength in your arms. For maximum benefit, aim for 2 to 3 servings per week, ideally grilled or baked, never deep fried. Now let's talk about eggs, one of nature's most complete proteins. The yolk contains leucine, choline, and vitamin D, all vital for muscle function and nerve signaling. Seniors often fear eggs due to outdated cholesterol myths, but recent research from the American Heart Association confirms that up to 7 eggs per week is safe for most older adults. Try starting your morning with 2 boiled eggs or a veggie omelet. Your biceps will thank you. Here's one food that surprises even doctors: lentils. These humble legumes are rich in plant-based protein, magnesium, and iron, 3 elements critical for muscle strength and endurance. They also stabilize blood sugar levels, helping prevent fatigue and energy crashes that often follow processed meals. Add lentils to soups or serve as a side dish with olive oil and lemon for a warm, muscle-building lunch. Now for the game changer, pumpkin seeds. Just a handful, about 1 ounce, packs 7 grams of protein, high levels of zinc, and a generous dose of magnesium, which helps prevent cramps and improves muscle coordination. They're the perfect snack between meals, sprinkled on salads or mixed with Greek yogurt. And here comes food number 6, bone broth. This traditional remedy, often overlooked in modern diets, contains collagen, glycine, and proline, amino acids essential for joint and connective tissue health. Your arms are not just made of muscle, they rely on strong tendons, ligaments, and joints. Sipping 1 cup of warm bone broth daily can support the structural framework that keeps your arms flexible and pain-free. But before you load up your grocery cart, let's review a few important cautions. 1. Avoid added sugars, especially in flavored yogurts or protein bars. Sugar promotes inflammation and undermines your muscle recovery. 2. Balance protein with fiber. Eating too much protein without fiber can cause constipation, something many seniors already struggle with. Combine protein-rich foods with leafy greens, avocado, or berries. 3. Stay hydrated. Muscles need water to recover and function properly. If you're eating more protein, you need to drink more water to help your kidneys process it safely. 4. Consider allergies and medications. If you're on blood thinners, avoid high doses of omega-3 without medical guidance. Similarly, bone broth is high in sodium. Watch your blood pressure if you drink it daily. So how do you put this into practice? Here's a sample daily routine to feed your arms. Breakfast, 2 eggs, sautéed spinach, and a slice of whole grain toast. Mid-morning, handful of pumpkin seeds and a glass of water. Lunch, grilled salmon with lentil salad and olive oil dressing. Afternoon, bone broth and 1 boiled egg or Greek yogurt. Dinner, baked chicken thigh with steamed broccoli and brown rice. Simple, affordable, and incredibly effective when done consistently. Food is more than nourishment. It's your frontline defense against dependency and frailty. Every bite is a step closer to stronger arms, a steadier grip, and the freedom to move as you please. In the next section, we'll turn to movement, the best exercises, sleep strategies, and physical therapy techniques to maximize arm strength and mobility for seniors. No gym membership required. You could eat all the right foods and take the best supplements, but without movement, your muscles won't rebuild, especially in the arms, where inactivity creeps in quietly, until one day, you struggle to lift a bag or push yourself up from a chair. But here's the good news. You don't need a gym, heavy weights, or expensive equipment to regain strength in your arms. What you need are intentional, consistent actions, tailored to how the aging body works. Let's begin with the simplest and most overlooked form of strength: training resistance bands. These lightweight tools allow seniors to perform gentle yet highly effective movements that target the biceps, triceps, shoulders, and forearms. Just 10 minutes a day can make a profound difference. Try this routine at home. Bicep curls. Hold the resistance band under your feet. Curl your arms up slowly. Do 10 reps, rest, then repeat twice. Overhead press. Sit or stand tall. Press the band upward slowly, extending your arms above your head. Lower and repeat. Arm pulls. Secure the band behind a door. Pull it toward your chest, keeping elbows high. This strengthens the rear shoulder and back, key for posture and shoulder balance. Even simple isometric holds, like pressing your palms together in front of your chest for 30 seconds, activate deep stabilizing muscles that preserve grip strength and wrist control. Now let's talk about daily functional movements. Your muscles don't know the difference between lifting a dumbbell and lifting a gallon of milk. So instead of only exercising, look for chances to incorporate movement into your routine. Carry groceries in both hands instead of using a cart. Open jars and lids using both hands and a firm grip. Reorganize a low shelf once a week to challenge arm reach and coordination. And don't forget grip strength. Studies show that grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of independence in older adults. Use hand therapy balls or even a rolled towel to squeeze and release for 30 seconds a few times daily. This strengthens not only your hands, but also forearm and upper arm stabilizers. What about sleep? You might not realize it, but your sleep posture can either support or sabotage your arm health. Sleeping with your arms under your body or curled tightly restricts blood flow and irritates nerves, leading to numbness or weakness over time. To sleep smarter, use a body pillow to keep your arms aligned if you sleep on your side. Avoid sleeping with your arm tucked under your head or pillow. If you snore or wake with dry mouth, consider that poor oxygenation at night impairs muscle repair. Talk to your doctor about sleep apnea screening. Lastly, consider physical therapy, not only for recovery but prevention. Many seniors wait until after a fall or surgery to begin therapy. But early intervention, even just once a month, can identify weak muscle patterns, limited shoulder mobility, or nerve compression before they turn into disability. Ask your Medicare provider or local senior center about therapeutic exercise classes. Many are covered and offer targeted routines for upper body function. To summarize, use resistance bands daily for 10 to 15 minutes. Strengthen grip with hand exercises. Integrate lifting and pulling into daily chores. Adjust your sleep posture to protect shoulder and wrist nerves. Schedule preventive physical therapy if you feel your strength slipping. Your arms are tools of freedom. They help you dress, cook, write, reach, hug, and support your own body. By combining these exercises with nutrition and proper rest, you transform every meal into motion and every day into recovery. Next, we'll bring everything together in Part 6, a full 7-day action plan, key takeaways, and a call to action for your health journey. If you've made it this far, your transformation has already begun. By now, you've uncovered the hidden truth behind shrinking arm strength. You've learned that it's not just aging. It's a condition, sarcopenia, that quietly chips away at your ability to reach, lift, hug, and hold on. But the best part? You've also discovered that it's reversible. You now understand which nutrients fuel your muscles, which daily habits harm them, what foods can restore them, and how to move with purpose without needing a gym or fancy gear. So what comes next? It's time to take action. Here is a simple 7-day plan you can follow starting tomorrow, designed specifically for seniors looking to regain strength in the arms, shoulders, and hands. Day 1, awareness and assessment. Observe how your arms feel during basic tasks, lifting a cup, reaching overhead, writing. Measure your grip strength by squeezing a rolled towel and noting your endurance. Prepare your grocery list with Greek yogurt, eggs, salmon, lentils, pumpkin seeds, and bone broth. Day 2, nutrition reset. Begin your day with 2 eggs and sautéed spinach. Snack on pumpkin seeds mid-morning. End your evening with Greek yogurt. Hydrate, aim for 8 to 10 cups of water to support protein digestion. Day 3, movement matters. Start resistance band training, bicep curls, overhead presses, 10 minutes. Add hand squeeze exercises twice during the day. Perform a gentle wall push-up before bed. Day 4, anti-inflammatory focus. Add fatty fish, like baked salmon, to your lunch or dinner. Replace sugar-heavy snacks with a hard-boiled egg or bone broth. Go for a short walk after each meal to aid digestion and circulation. Day 5, sleep realignment. Review your sleep posture. Adjust pillows for proper arm support. Limit screen time an hour before bed to promote deep recovery. Consider adding walnuts or a warm cup of bone broth to your evening routine. Day 6, balance and core support. Try light balance work. Stand on one leg near a chair. Then switch sides, 30 seconds. Engage the shoulders gently by rolling them backward 10 times, twice daily. Maintain your high protein intake and track your energy levels. Day 7, reflection and commitment. Review how your arms feel today compared to day 1. Set goals for the next month. I will use resistance bands 3x a week, or I will replace sugary snacks with muscle-supporting foods. Share your experience with a friend or caregiver, and invite them to join your health journey. Remember, this plan is not about perfection. It's about momentum. Every small choice builds strength. Every positive habit renews function. Most importantly, you're not alone on this path. Now we turn to you. Have you experienced unexplained weakness in your arms lately? Have you noticed yourself avoiding tasks that used to be easy? Do you have a favorite protein-rich food that helps you feel stronger? Share your answers in the comments below. Your voice might inspire another senior who's still struggling in silence. And if this guide resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more weekly tips on senior wellness. We release new videos packed with practical advice, emotional support, and science-backed solutions, because your health deserves attention, not assumptions. Let this be the moment you choose strength. One meal, one movement, and one day at a time.